Hey guys, let me ask you something no one probably ever told you. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed one guy? Not because he was loud, not because he was charming or funny, but because he had presence. Every woman's eyes, even if just for a moment, landed on him. And yet, he said almost nothing. He didn't need to, because real attraction doesn't start with words. It starts with how you carry yourself. Today, I'm going to show you 6 quiet behaviors that trigger deep attraction from women without ever trying. These are subtle, powerful, and backed by real psychology. And once you start living them, you'll stop chasing women because they'll start noticing you. And if you want this to become your default, something you don't have to think about anymore, I break it all down in my book, Attraction Secrets. Link is in the description. Let's get into it. 1. Being calm in chaotic environments. Let's start with this. Imagine you're at a party. Loud music, people talking over each other, everyone trying to be seen. Now picture this. One man walks in and doesn't do a thing. He scans the room calmly. He doesn't rush to speak. He simply exists with a stillness most men can't fake. And women feel it immediately. Why? Because our biology still remembers. In times of chaos, the man who stays calm is the man people follow. He feels safe, he feels stable, and in a world of noise, stillness becomes magnetic. He triggers something in her nervous system called the parasympathetic response, a deep biological signal that whispers, "This man isn't threatened, this man protects." That's when she starts looking your way, not because you're loud, but because you're the only one who isn't. Car moving slower than everyone else. Now here's one that sounds simple, but almost no one does it. Move slower. Most guys rush. They walk fast. They talk fast. They grab their drink like they're in a hurry. But what does that signal? Tension, insecurity, desperation. But when you move like you've got nowhere to be, when every motion feels intentional, you radiate control. You're not chasing. You already have. And women notice, because slow movement means one thing. I'm grounded. I own my space. It shows power without a single word. So walk a little slower. Turn your head with purpose. Take a breath before grabbing your glass. You're not here to impress. You're here to be. That subtle shift makes you unforgettable. 3. Making eye contact without wanting anything. This one is a game changer. Most men look at women hoping for something. A smile, approval, a sign they're doing okay. But the man who locks eyes, not in a needy way, not in a dominant way, but just present, he does something primal. It's called a pattern interrupt. She's used to men who either stare too long or look away too fast. But when you meet her gaze, hold it. And don't need anything in return, she can't help but wonder, who is he? Why does he feel so unbothered? That curiosity turns into interest. And that interest becomes attraction. Because in her subconscious mind, eye contact without expectation signals, I don't need you to like me, I already like myself. Pausing before you speak. Here's what separates magnetic men from the rest. They're not in a rush to speak. They pause, even for just a moment. That pause, it says, I'm not here to fill silence. I'm here to add meaning. In evolutionary psychology, we know this signals higher cognitive control, aka intelligence and emotional regulation. And guess what? Women find that you're extremely attractive. It's not just about what you say. It's the silence between your words that gives them weight. Leaders speak this way. Thinkers speak this way. You can too. So next time, instead of blurting something out, pause, breathe, then speak. Watch how it changes the room. Step 5. Keeping a calm and unreadable face. Most men wear their emotions on their face. They try to mirror the woman to seem likable. They laugh before the joke lands. They nod too quickly, and in doing so, they lose mystery. But the man whose face remains calm, centered, the man who doesn't give away his every thought, he becomes an emotional puzzle. And women love puzzles, because biologically, they've evolved to study male expressions as a way to gauge safety, strength, and depth. So when you're unreadable, not cold, just composed, you become more than a man. You become a mystery. And when you finally smirk or raise a single eyebrow, it hits 10x harder because she had to earn it. And anything earned becomes valuable. 6. Leaving without explanation. Most guys can't do this. They feel the need to explain why they're leaving, to say goodbye, give a reason, or linger. But when you walk away from a conversation or space with calmness and without apology, you create something psychologists call the Zeigarnik effect. It's our brain's obsession with unfinished business. Think about it. Ever watched a movie that ended on a cliffhanger? You couldn't stop thinking about it. That's what you become. A beautiful cliffhanger. An emotional thread she wants to pull. When you leave without needing closure, her brain stays open and it loops back to you. Not because of what you said, but because of what you left behind. And that is how attraction lingers. Outro, close with power. So let me leave you with this. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be flashy. You don't even need to say much at all. Because women don't fall for noise. They fall for tension. They fall for presence. And the quiet man who knows who he is becomes impossible to ignore. If you want to master this, not just in theory, but in your everyday life, Attraction Secrets will teach you exactly how. This isn't about tricks. It's about becoming the kind of man she can feel, even when you haven't said a word. Link is in the description. Until next time, carry yourself like the room is already yours, because once you do, it will be.